So you need your free weights towards the back of your mat, which is where you're going to stand. Get my head off the camera. And I want you to stand tall. Take a shoulder roll. So inhale the shoulders up, exhale, press the shoulders down. So just lifting up, squeezing back, dropping down. Do 4 one way, then 4 the other way. And then bring them forward. Okay, we're going to take the arms up, take a big reach up, interlacing your fingers and turning your palms to the sky. I know my arms have disappeared off the screen, but lift, reach up, stretch down the sides of your lat, squeeze your butt, soften your knees, tuck your tailbone, take a side stretch. Back center, side stretch the other side. Do that again. Center and again. Back to middle, release your arms. Soften the knees even more, push into your chest, take a roll down to the floor. When you hit the ground, and I mean hit the ground with your fingers, that means you bend your knees until they're there. Take hold of your weight, push them into the floor, and straighten those legs, bending and extending. Breathing, lowering your head down towards the floor. Dropping your chest to your thighs, allowing that spine to relax. Walk your hands about another 5 or 6 inches forward, and then bend to extend both legs together, pushing back into your heel. Your feet are flat on the ground the whole time. That's how bent your knees need to be. Heels pressed in. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. And then walk your hands back in, scoot the belly in, lift the weight to the floor, so acting as a weight, pulling your body down. And slowly roll up through the spine. Lift your head, 1 shoulder roll. And then squeeze your arms back behind you. So all you're doing is pulling your shoulder blades together, forcefully using the backs of the arms. And then we're going to carefully drop down into a squat, doing a mini bicep curl. And then pressing back, squeeze, sink down, bicep curl. Okay, so bicep curls in a squat they're actually quite hard, because as you pull your arms into bicep curl, your shoulders want to pull forward. So you need to really actively pull your shoulder blades back and then bicep curl. If that doesn't work for you, the alternative is to drop into a squat, do a bicep curl, and then squeeze back. So you just come into a squat, come up, bicep curl, pull back. Now, squats. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing now. Squats are sinking down into the heels, toes flap around, and you're just curling up and squeezing back. Let's do 5, 4, 3, plus 2, 2. Hold this one down. Hold it down, hold it, hold down, hold it. Elbows pulled in, open the arms and press. 8, 7. Squeeze your abs, support your lower back. 5, 4, 3. Last 2, sink down. And then the last one, push up. Swing your arms back, press back into little pulses. Squeezing back through your shoulder blades. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, chin to chest, off the knees, roll down. Allow the weights to pull your body down and stretch the lower back and the hamstrings until your weights gradually meet the floor. Bend and extend, keeping your weights close to your toes. So heels flat to the ground. Bend your knees enough so you're leaning into the floor, and then sway the hips side to side. Ooh. Sorry, that was my fault. And then take the weights a little bit further forward. And And straighten, bend, straighten, bend. 1 minute today. Keep going. 4. The AC's not on. 2. Pull the weights back to your feet. Stay in a forward fold. Scoop the belly in, roll up. Take 4 shoulder rolls with the weight at the top. Then hold. Take one arm down towards the outside of your knee and come back up. I can't speak today. Pull down, same side, back up. Down, same side, back up. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your hips dead still, core active. 9, 10. Back to the middle. Pause. 1 shoulder roll. Chin to chest, off the knees, roll it down. Come all the way to the floor with your weight. Walk forward and bring yourself into a plank. So we're just going to isolate this for a little bit, just holding here. Easier when your hands are on weights. It just elevates a little bit more, gives you a little bit more, less kind of push down against gravity. Squeeze your butt. Now, whilst you're here, take your palms, they're facing in towards one another. You can drop your weights, you don't need to have weights for this, by the way. We're going to inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, tricep dip down. Inhale, power back up. Exhale, lift the hips. And then lift your hips up into a downward facing dog, which with the weights on your hands, give you a little bit more freedom. We inhale, exhale, roll forward. Drop the knees. Inhale, tricep dip down. Exhale, power up. Squeeze those elbows close in to your rib cage and your waistline. Inhale, roll forward. Knees to the floor. We dip down. We push up. We lift the knees. We lift up. Now, if you wish, you can do this without dropping your knees by rolling forward into a plank. Tricep dip down. I'm going to drop my knees to come up, otherwise I'm going to leave my hips down on the floor. And then lift yourself back up. 4 more, however you wish. Slower, the better. Last 2. Come on, Mark. Power up, use your core. 1 more. And then lift up into that downward facing dog. Soften the knees, walk your weights back in. So they come to your feet. Roll up slowly. Roll your shoulders. And we're going to the right, down and up. So soften the knees, squeeze the butt. 4 more. I'm probably wonky today. Slide just doesn't feel right. Come back to center. Take your left leg forward. Okay, square your hips off. So turn both your hip bones to face the mirror. And then you're right up on your back toe. That's your starting point. Okay, we're going. Bicep curls. Turn as you come up. Shoulder press. And then down. Bicep curl. Up. I'm confusing everyone now. Up and down. Bicep curl. Turn. Power up. Down. Bicep curl. Oh dear, I think I need to get some sleep. Down. Press. Down. Down. Turn. Press. Release. Down. Press. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now drop your weights down by your hips, drop down to lunge, and let's press up and down. So remember, all the weight in that front left heel. Go a bit deeper. Stay upright. Let knees practically touching the floor. Come on, deep, deep, deep. Also, make sure this knee is not protruding inwards. It needs to turn out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Weights go down. So I put my weights down like this. You can touch your fingertips to the floor, or you can use your books, if you're using books, to put your hands back on the ground. Move your back leg in a little bit. Push your heel to the ground. Stretch out the calf, and then extend your front leg so both legs are straight. Push, 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 as much as you can. Come on, stretch that back leg. Lengthen your spine. Now get a flat back. Look at the mirrors. Use the mirrors. Flat back, flat back. And then we are going to bend the front knee. We're going to push our weight and strength into that front knee. We're going to lift our chest away from the thigh, and we're trying to get a straight line running from the back of the heel to the tops of our heads. And we're going to power up. 1, 2. Now, you are squeezing your shoulder blades. You are not here. You're not doing an upright row. You are forward doing a really big squeeze between those shoulder blades. Drop low. Get those legs bent at the front. Come on. Press, press. Get lower. Get the chest low. Get the chest lower. Bend that front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 1. Drop the weights down to the floor again. Drop your back knee. Slide your back knee away. Sink your hips and just lift your chest up high. So go into a hip flexor stretch. So your right leg needs to be as far back behind as you can. Slide it back, 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 back. Everybody. Lift up tall. Now these weights, drop them to the floor, put them to the side, hands to the ground, tap your toes, plank. On your hands. And just take a long breath as you hold. Just another 10 seconds here. Strong. Squeeze the butt, push the weight to the heels, soften through the shoulder blades, touch the elbows. Now we're going to drop our knees wide. Take a quick sit back into child's pose, reaching your arms forward, elbows off the ground. And we're going to take this into some push-ups. So take your hands wide to make it a strong V. So if you don't like it in pure, what's it called? What we're in child's pose, then lift your bottom away and just stretch your arms here. Now slide yourself up, reach your body forward, take your feet wide, and then go down into a push-up. So your nose is about 4 inches further forward than your fingers. Your arms are wide, right off your mat. It's chest work now. Then sink your bottom back as you lower your head and chest down and take it into a stretch. So we lift away, drop down, lift up, pull away. If you want more, come forward, drop into a push-up. As you pull back, hover your knee, lift your bottom. Yeah, that's if you feel you want to do push-ups on your toes. Entirely up to you. Breathe. We're doing 10 of these. This is 5. Stick your bottom in the air as you push back. 6. 7. Last 3. Stay here. This is not for you. Keep those arms beautifully wide, stretched out. Last 2. Last 1. Roll it. Drop it. Lift up. Stretch it back. Look forward, take a breath in here, exhale, come forward one more time, bend those arms, give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, lift your bottom higher than your chest. Chest low, bottom high, chest low, bottom high. 4, 3, 2, controllably drop to the floor. You take one weight. I wish I right now had a small weight.
There's a small one here if you want it.
Thank you. I'll get them there. One side. We're going to work one side. When we work this one side, you'll feel your obliques on the opposite side. Thank you. Doing the work. So we're going to take our left arm out in front of us with the elbow lifted off the ground and our chest slightly elevated, and our legs pressed down into the floor, everything active in the back of our bodies. Right arm here. So we're doing one arm, squeeze. So when I do that squeeze, this side is going to kick in. That's where you want to feel it. If it's not kicking in, this means you've just happily rotated. So we're keeping everything still. That movement makes me want to twist my body, but my obliques are stopping me from twisting, and I come back down. If you're not using your weight, you can get a little bit more range, a little bit more elevation. So nothing moves but that arm. 4, 3, 2, hold this one and press it. 10, 9, pull that shoulder blade together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Roll it forward, drop down. Make a pillow if you wish. Let your body go. Let you be heavy on the floor and just take a little wriggle. Okay, straight to the other side. Right arm extended, elbow off the floor, chest elevated. Shoulder girdle, which is your kind of whole area, top part of your body, isolated, and then we pull the left side up. So now you want to feel your right side isolated. Four more. Okay, those abs. Last 2. Last one, hold back, press. 10, 9, 8, come on, pull it up. 6, get your chest up. 4, 3, 2, and release it out. Again, just be floppy in the ground. Hands come beside the shoulders. Lift yourself up, take a nice stretching in cat stretch. Free your spine, open the shoulder blades, do the opposite to what they're doing. If you want to take it into a different stretch, just come here, link the fingers and push your arms forward, open it out. Lovely. Come forward, hands down, toes up, lift into plank. So take feet wide. We're going to do a right hand, tap to left shoulder, a right hand elevation. Right hand tap, right hand elevation. If you feel you're collapsing through one side, drop to your knees, and you'll find that core stability is there a lot better. Reach, 4. Hips down, use the mirrors. If you are wonky, drop to your knees. Now stabilize those hips. 8, 9, and 10. Drop to your elbows. Stick your bottom back, tuck your toes under, reach your elbows in, and come to a hover. And we lift up like this. We drop the knees back to a hover. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Fast moving, guys. This is fast, not slow. Down, up, down. No, I'm slipping on the mat. Down, up. Keep it going. Faster! Come on, move that body. Shock it. Make it go fast. Down, up. 8, 7. Stay with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold the hover. Now take your legs back. Drop your weight forward into a plank and hold. So of course your option, if your hips are up here, guys, you need to make sure you drop your knees and get your hips down so you've got that stability. 20 more seconds holding. Lengthen out through the body, push back into your heels, squeeze your butt. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop yourself to the floor. Take one weight and hold it either side. Feet wide. Shoulders pull back away from the floor. We lift the upper body. We lift the arms. And release. Woohoo, that's hard. Lift, squeeze up, and down. Getting those nice little postural muscles. And if you don't want to do this with a weight, or you want to drop your weight, just do it with a stretch here. You can wait like that. Just give me 4 more. It's collapse. 3 more. Inhale, squeeze that butt. Let's hold this one up together. Lift, squeeze, up, up, up. 3, lift it, and release. Oh my God, that's horrible. Take a little wriggle side to side. Put your hands on top of the shoulders. Push up. Cat stretch. Get your weights nearby to you if they're not. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, lift your hands to feet. Take your weights with you. So your bigger weights you started with. Stop by your feet. Plant your heels directly into the ground and bend, extend your legs. With your weight in the floor. You're leaning into your weights. You're actually pushing your body weight into the weights, and your legs are going from there. Let's roll up. Shoulder. Right leg forward. Get a really wide stance and lunge, and you're on the ball of your foot. That's your starting position. Hip bones are facing forward. Always. So both your legs dead extended. Right, get your legs wide. There we go. Okay. We bicep curl down. Let's see if we can get this right. We turn our palms, press up, then drop our arms back down. Down. Stay with me. 6, drop down into that front heel. Get that leg as low as you can go. We're matching today. We've got exactly the same colours on.
Exactly the same colours.
Identical. You should be with me in the camera.
You don't need to be in the camera.
Right, one more. Down, curl, shoulder press, drop, weights down by your hips, sink down into that lunge. Let's press all the way into the front heel, into that buttock. Nothing better than matching, than mixing blue colours together. It's very fashionable.
It is. I'm on trend.
Keep going.
If I only had sliders and socks on, I'd be even more.
10, exactly. 8, go lower. 6, get that knee hovering off the ground. 3, 2, the weights come down. Extend the back leg, pull it in slightly. Push the heel into the floor and straighten out both your legs. Square your hips off because you'll go wonky. And then use your mirror to lengthen out through the spine. Who's got a beautiful straight back? Who can balance a tray of shots on their back right now? Keep trying. Imagine you're squeezing something between your shoulder blades. And then just softly drop down a little bit to that leg. Physically pull your right hip back, left hip forward. And then bend the knees, drop that back knee to the floor. Slide that knee back as far as it will go. Then using your weight, just lift it up tall, but sink your whole body forward into that front leg. It's a nice stretch, that one. It's like a kind of pleasant stretch, so I'm giving you.
Quite pleasant.
Now, we're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to lift up again, and we're going to sink forward into that front leg and raise your chest. So, get yourself into the right position. You want to create a straight line from your heel to the top of your head. Yeah? Let's go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 5. Pull those shoulder blades back. Come on, get that chest low. Woo! Got some balance. 9, 10. We got 5 more. 11, 12. Sink lower. Pull them back. Last one. Weights to the ground. Put them down. And then slide that leg back, downward facing dog. Take a little walk through those legs. Squeeze the belly to lift the hips up high. Bend your knees so you're on the tips of your toes. And then lift your bottom and draw your chest down to the thighs. Then push your heels flat to the ground. Strong arm position. We're going to roll through the body. Watch this. My right knee pulls in. I isolate the body. I squeeze it back. In, back. Follow me. Up. Press. Now that's too much for you guys. Keep going. Then you can tap your heel, your knee to the floor. Squeeze it back. Drop, but keep your hips low. 4. Pull in. 3, pull in. 2, last one. Squeeze it, hold. And then pull it into pigeon. Woo, let's take a stretch. Look at this like a little breather. Knee to the right, foot to the right, equal out your hips. Take a breath, settle into your stretch. Take your right arm forward and slide your left arm under without falling into your left hip. Now, I don't go very far in this position. Some people can happily get their head to the floor and their whole side of the shoulder on the ground.
I'm worried how I'm going to get back up.
That's all right, your right arm will help you. So I'm leaning into my right arm for stability and I'm just reaching my left arm under and finding that stretch there. If it's not for you, just come to your elbows here. Take a little wriggle through the body, really find that wonderful deep stretch. I'm going to sleep well tonight, I think. Now, if you've got your arm looped under, bring it back. Just take your elbows equal here. Sit down one more time. Right, just fall into your right buttock and turn yourself in here. Let's just quickly stretch this hamstring. We're going to come back and continue the exercises. So I've got my back to you. That's fine because you can see me in the mirror, which is very helpful. Lift yourself up tall and turn your whole upper body towards that left leg. Right hand lifts up, left hand goes behind. Sit as tall as you can possibly go, and we want to catch the foot. So bend the knee, catch the foot. Bend the knee, catch the foot. Bend, 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 bend. Now, as you slide it away, keep the chest connected to the thigh, go as far as you can go. Yes, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Get into the lower back as well. Bend that right elbow, sink as low as you can go. Feel the shoulder blades, maybe the spine, everything stretching and releasing, and breathe into it. Just give me 2 more breaths. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. And then ease off and carefully come out of it. Ping, straight back up. That's really strong with my back. I like it. So we are going to switch the legs over. Lift tall, hips equal, then turn your whole upper body. And we want to catch the right leg. So grab it, chest to thigh, and then go with it.
Are you doing this to your movement?
Kind of, yeah. What's your other leg doing?
I'm not really sure.
Go on, open it out. There we go. Now straighten that right leg. You're not in the pitch though. And then in either way, so you're very lucky there.
Excellent.
Come on, stretch that. Go deeper. Bend the elbow, sink the chest. Keep going. 3 more breaths.
Right.
Now straighten that leg. Yes. Very last breath. Either ping back up to seated position or just release slowly. That's amusing. And then this leg slides behind you and you bring yourself to plank. Then transition into downward facing dog. Bend and extend those legs again. Remember the cues for this. If you bend your knees deeply along tips of your toes, lift your bottom, extend your spine, melt your chest, lengthen the elbows, then bend to extend through the heels and through the knees. Now press the heels down to the floor. Inhale, begin to roll forward. Exhale, hold your plank. Left knee in. We kick back. We pull in. Hips need to be low, staying in a plank. Remember your option. If you're here, just lift and drop. Lift and drop. Come on. Squeeze it. 7, 8, 9. Last one. Hold it, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. We are going into pigeon. First of all, find your stretch equally. Left hand forward, right arm comes under, and then we go into that side stretch without collapsing into our right hip. Maybe you don't want to do it elbows to the ground. I'm opting out of it today. Actually, I might just do a few breaths. Really breathe and let go of the stretch. So if you're curved under, bring yourself back to your elbows and settle here for about 3 to 4 breaths. Sink down deep into the hips. Maybe even slide your right leg about an inch further away so your bottom drops down lower. Come on, put your hands. Tuck your toes. Lift yourself. Drop down to your knees. Take a quick child's pose. Now, reach your fingers forward, narrow this time, because last time we did wide. We're going back to those triceps, roll out, come forward, drop down, power up, sink it back, and drop. Inhale, roll, drop down, press up, curl it back. Remember, your bottom is the last thing to go down. And if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift one leg, drop it, sink back, lift the other leg, drop it, sink back. And then if you want to be an acrobat, hover both legs off the ground. I've seen people do that with their legs up in the air, like in a scorpion position. It is. I'd like to be searched just a lay person. So 4 more. Roll it, drop it, power it. Last one, guys, come on. And then for the very last time, look forward, feet stay on the floor this time. We inhale, lift up, exhale, halfway, bottom in the air, pulse. 10, 9, 8. Push your elbows and squeeze them into your waistline. 3, 2, lift it up. Release. Elbows drop to the ground. Roll up onto your heels. Take a little tricep stretch. We're going to end on our feet, but we still need some exercise. We're taking to stretch. So after a few seconds, stretch your tricep, take it to the other side.
So what colour are we doing next week then?
I reckon pink.
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 Nice colour.
Hand down. Lift your toes, put your hands to feet. Oh, I was just going to say, take your weights with you guys. Grab your weight, take them with you. Use them as a weight to roll up. Shoulder roll. Take your legs wide. Bring your feet out. Bring your weights together. I don't feel right facing that way. We're going to drop down and do an upright row and then come back up. Now, the key of this is flat back, tuck the tailbone under, your knees follow the middle toe. So if you feel like your knees are collapsing inwards, it means your legs are too wide, it's a very narrow stance. Focus on the inner thighs. Elbows lead the way. Your wrists, try and follow the alignment. So make sure your wrists don't go limp. See limp wrists in this one. And don't leave them behind. Last one, hold on. Have I done something wrong again?
No.
Open those knees. Sink. Pulse. 10. Open the knees. 8. 7. Open the knees. Lift your wrists up to your shoulders. 4. 3. 2. We're going down. Weight to the floor. Parallel your feet. Straighten out through the legs. Look up, lift and lengthen. Flat back. And then drop down. If you want more, slide your weights away, turn your palms up, and reach. Palms down, other way. Now, try and push your weight a little bit further forward into your toes. Extend the knees, lift your hip bones to the sky, and then mount your head and chest down towards the floor. And then with the next breath, bring your hands back underneath you. Heel toe your feet in. Bring your hands onto your hips or your waistline and pull your elbows back behind you. And then soften the knees and lift your spine so it's flat back, flat. And then squeeze it out to come up as one piece. Drop your arms, roll your shoulders 4 times. And then raise your arms up, take hold of your right wrist, come over to the side, just take a side stretch, looking underneath. And then inhale, center, other side, lengthen, side bend. Straighten the elbows as much as you can. And then come back to the middle, interlace the fingers, take a full stretch up. And then exhale, flat back bow. Big clap. Thank you.